Oi boys, welcome back. We are in round 3 of the regular season and we haven't had the greatest of starts, but before we get into the video, as always, if you're watching this right now, be sure to hit up that comment section with a hashtag OddSquad. It only takes a sec, and also run up the likes for your boy as it does help the channel. But yeah, these matches do not get any easier. We've got the Sydney Roosters today, and surprisingly the Roosters, much like us, are coming off back-to-back losses to start the season. Also, you'll notice that in the halves we have made a change, and it's a forced change because Jerome Luai has been suspended, so he won't be back until round 6, but slotting right in at 5'8" is Matt Burton, who was pretty solid for us during the 9s. That's a fairly strong set defensively to start the match, as they clear it through Flano. Pretty decent kick, sits up and goals.
Oh, kill him!
Dylan Edwards beats the first man, but we are wrapped up just meters away from our try line as we send it to Big Villy. And that's a great run by Viliame Kikau as Moses Leota gets the fend going. Plenty of space around the ruck. Man, Moses Leota's got a pretty small frame in this game as Burton shows it out the back, sends it flat. Man, that pass was clean. Looks like he's going to get run down, but we do send it infield, and Liam Martin in support will score the first try of the game. But what a ball from the replacement 5'8", Matt Burton. It was perfectly placed. Edwards got that ball on the outside of Cordner. That's why we were able to slice through untouched. So, off to a pretty great start. Another fend, this time Liam Martin draws in the fullback, sends it to Cleary in support, but we are pulled up around the halfway mark. I'm surprised we can actually fend players off as we send Naden through the gap. Plenty of clean line breaks so far, as Martin looks for another run and drops it inside to Fisher Harris. He runs into a brick wall. As the halves link up and they put Kikau through the gap, fends off one defender. And that's just the man you want running into open space. As Kikau gets wrapped up around the 10, we go to Burton, drop it on the toe. And that's our second try of the game. We just cannot be stopped at the moment. All momentum on our side. A bit of a heads up play by Burton. Obviously, James Tedesco tangled up at the ruck with Kikau, and we drop it in behind the line. We know grubbers can be a little cheesy, but when it makes sense, I reckon go for it. And it made sense there, no one at the back. As we go for a little scoot with Brent Naden. Plenty of ball on this right side. I'm actually a little surprised at how well we are playing. There's plenty of holes on the edges. And as I say that, Crichton is well looked after there. As we continue to go to the left, Burton draws and passes. Mansour also looked after. As the Roosters number up in defense. A quick play the ball, Isaiah Yeo running onto it, draws in one, and he sets Coruscant off through the middle. As we get around Tedesco at the back, and that's our third try in under 20 minutes. Could this be the beginning of a blowout against one of the elite teams of the competition? I say elite, but they have had a rough start to the season, like us, as we extend our lead to 18. Man, it's good when your attack is on. Most of our line breaks have been clean. As Cleary sends it up. It's a bit of a nothing kick, we bat it backwards, and Edwards almost ran into touch. It ends up being a pretty bad end to the set. So the Roosters back with possession after 20 minutes of dominance. Nice little run here by Lindsay Collins as he shrugs off one and he fights for meters past the 50. Again they go to the right, but we number up on Kyle Flanagan. I try to put a hit on him. Try and dislodge the ball. And the Roosters making some tough meters through the middle. Waria Hargreaves that time. Back to Lindsay Collins, another run, and more post-contact meters. 2 remain in the set. That's a good run by Victor Radley. almost powers his way over the line. Fifth and last, that's a 44-meter set. It felt like more. The kick's a little deep. Mansour under it will defuse it. That's a big stop, a big play there by Mansour. Man, whatever we were on earlier, it's well and truly past. I think I'm just doing too much here as we send it down the line. We almost get Fisher Harris on the outside of his man. But it wasn't a great set, to be honest. 20 meters. Well, inside the 30, Cleary will take a shot to send it into halftime. And we do get that little 1 point. Could come back to help us in the end. Bit of a celebration and a replay. You don't really see that often. But we will head into the break. 19 points up. The Roosters 0. And let's take a look at these stats. Alright, so as you'd expect, weighing heavily in our favour. Look at that possession. That's a damn near perfect half of footy. Man, we are struggling a bit here with ball in hand. Struggling to make meters now. And Cleary, clearly gassed. Doesn't have much on that kick. James Tedesco gets away from one. And Matt Burton's there to clean up. Alright, so the Roosters with a full set inside our 40. Who's this? Dan Tupou. Gets around one, gets the offload. But we are right in Taukeiaho's face. The Roosters, boy. Radley this time. A little bit of a head up here through the middle of the ruck. Third, why are we even panicking? We're up by 19 points as they quickly spread it. And it gets shut down. That's a good tackle on Tupou. On the fourth, they go quick, short and flat. And it's that man again, Victor Radley will just crash over for the Roosters' first try of the game. Not much you can do there. Api Koroisau. One-on-one with Radley. No one wants to jump in. And as you can see, Radley just slams it down. They'll get the green lights here. Roosters finally score some points inside the first 10 minutes of the second half as Flano takes the shot at goal. And it curves back in. Roosters trailing by 13 points. Let's try another midfield bomb here with Burton as we get hammered again. This time Burton, in the middle of kicking, loses it. Still a fair way away from the try line, but not happy with that end to the set. As Morris gets pulled up around our 40, a little scoot here by Jake Friend, trying to catch our markers offside. And with 3 tackles remaining, they quickly shift it down the blind side. Josh Morris finds space, and the Roosters, man, they really are starting to cook. As Waria Hargreaves settles it in the middle. They go to Lamb. Lamb, a drawing pass to Cordner, and the skipper is wrapped up 5 meters out, fifth and last. They go back to Lamb. Lamb drops it on the toe, and what? I don't know how he regathers that. I was anticipating a grubber. I tried spamming the dive button, but yeah, for some reason you can't even dive on it or pick it up. Man, we just can't get going here in attack like we did in the first 20 minutes. As Isaiah Yeo finds space, that's a good ball to Moses Leota in support. We've got Yeo playing in the middle. As we go to Burton, he goes wide to Mansour. And we get a little lucky there. That was clearly off the hands of a Rooster. And we should get the feed to the scrum. Alright, so with 7 remaining in the game, we should have this in the bag. I don't want to say that just yet though, as Crichton tries to find space. On the first, we go wide to Isaiah Yeo. Almost gets through the line again. Oh, a little inside ball play. To the right of us, we send it to the middle. James Fisher Harris. I don't think we hit the right man there. The right first receiver, I should say. Leota, Burton to Cleary. And the Roosters number up well. They actually shut it down. Cleary nowhere to go. As we go to Naden, wide to Yeo. Beautiful ball to Kikau. And Matt Burton, there it is, boys. We finally get over again. But Matt Burton, man, he's been hectic for us. with under 2 minutes remaining in the match. We will collect this dub, our first of the season. And I don't know, we had a great first half as we throw a forward pass here. Roosters could score a little consolation to end the match. But like I said, man, we had a pretty good start to the match. 3 tries in under 20 minutes. And there it is, Joey Manu will score the consolation. But yeah, we started off great in the first 20 minutes. Slowed down like really bad towards the end of the first half, even to start the second half. So I'm not too sure about this performance. We definitely made some pretty hectic plays in attack, getting our fringe players in some space. But yeah, that'll be it for round 3. We do walk away with our first victory of the season. We defeat the Roosters 23 points to 18. And we'll wrap it up there, boys. As always, if you want to see more Rugby League Live 4 content, or more content in general, be sure to run it straight at that like button. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you. Later.
Pull up, streets are smoking now, yeah. Trenches flooding now.